Interior designers' secrets. A cozy and chic living room isn't just about furniture and decor, it's about how a space makes you feel the moment you walk in. In homes across the US, interior designers are weaving emotion into every detail, using texture, color, light, and thoughtful placement to craft rooms that comfort, impress, and inspire. This video reveals the behind-the-scenes secrets professionals use to create spaces that look luxurious but feel like home, without needing a six-figure budget. If you're tired of trends that fade or rooms that feel cold and impersonal, stay with us, because what you're about to learn will forever change the way you style your living space. US designers have mastered the balance of warmth and sophistication. The secret? Layered elements that appeal to both the eye and the soul. It starts with the foundation, neutral walls in shades like creamy beige, soft greige, or pale mushroom. These tones create a canvas that allows textures and accents to shine. Unlike stark white, which can feel clinical, these soft hues instantly warm up the room without making it feel too dark or enclosed. It's a backdrop that invites you to unwind. Now let's talk furniture, specifically, how it's arranged. Forget pushing your sofa against the wall just because it opens up the room. Designers place seating in conversation clusters, usually centered around a rug, a coffee table, or a focal point like a fireplace or a large window. It makes the space feel intimate and intentional, rather than accidental or showroom-like. Even in smaller spaces, this layout fosters connection and comfort. A cozy, chic living room is one that encourages gathering and presence. And speaking of gathering, texture plays a massive role. US interior designers rarely style a room without incorporating varied materials, plush velvet pillows, chunky knit throws, linen curtains, woven baskets, and wooden trays. Each element invites touch and adds visual interest. These tactile layers aren't just beautiful, they create a sensory richness that draws people in. Soft textiles mixed with raw elements like exposed beams or reclaimed wood coffee tables elevate the space without making it feel overly polished. Lighting is another area where professionals don't compromise. Forget harsh ceiling lights. Designers curate multiple light sources, table lamps, floor lamps, wall sconces, and candles, to create soft, layered lighting that changes with the time of day. Warm white bulbs, 2700K to 3000K, mimic natural light and give everything a golden glow that's flattering and calming. And dimmers? They're a must-have. You want to be able to shift the mood instantly, whether it's a relaxing solo night or a gathering with friends. Color plays an emotional role in styling too. While neutral backdrops rule, designers infuse rooms with accent colors that reflect personality and style. Think earthy rusts, sage greens, soft blushes, or classic navy. These aren't bold pops that scream for attention, they're subtle whispers that tie a room together. A throw pillow here, a vase there, or artwork that pulls the palette across the space. The key is harmony and flow. Each piece feels like it belongs, but also has a voice of its own. One often overlooked element? Scent. US designers know that a beautiful space is about more than just looks. Scented candles, diffusers, or fresh eucalyptus branches not only add elegance, but evoke calm. When a guest enters your living room and inhales the subtle aroma of sandalwood or citrus, it creates an instant emotional connection. That's luxury. That's design with depth. Another technique that makes a living room chic without overwhelming it: editing. Designers intentionally leave negative space. Not every surface needs a trinket, and not every wall needs a frame. Breathing room allows the most beautiful elements to shine. A stunning lamp looks even more sculptural when it's not crowded. A curated bookshelf draws the eye when it's not jammed with clutter. Minimal doesn't mean sterile, it means considered. And when it comes to artwork, think personal over generic. US interior designers love incorporating pieces that reflect the homeowner's journey. Framed photographs, prints from a local artist, or vintage finds from a flea market lend character that's impossible to fake. It tells a story. It makes guests linger a little longer, ask questions, and feel connected to the space, and to you. If you're designing from scratch or doing a weekend refresh, don't underestimate the power of plants. No matter the room's style, greenery brings life. Designers often choose statement plants like fiddle leaf figs or olive trees for vertical height, and mix in smaller varieties like pothos or snake plants for layering. Their natural form contrasts beautifully with clean furniture lines, softens corners, and purifies the air. Best of all, they require minimal upkeep but offer maximum aesthetic reward. Let's not forget the heart of any cozy living room, the rug. US designers treat rugs like anchoring tools. An 8x10 or 9x12 area rug can make even a small room feel expansive and defined. Whether it's a neutral jute, a vintage Persian, or a modern geometric piece, the right rug grounds the space and unifies all elements. But the trick is in size, too small, and it throws the entire balance off. A good rule? All major furniture pieces should sit at least partially on the rug. Now, let's move to a secret weapon most people overlook: contrast. A chic room needs depth, and that comes from pairing opposites. Soft fabrics with raw finishes. Dark woods against light walls. Sleek metals mixed with hand-woven textures. This interplay creates drama without being chaotic. It catches the eye and keeps the viewer interested. You don't want a space that's perfectly matched, you want one that breathes, evolves, and sparks curiosity. And here's a designer trick that instantly makes any space feel more luxurious: layering window treatments. Start with sheer panels to let light in, then add heavier drapes for privacy and warmth. Choose colors that blend with your walls to elongate the room, or go bold for a statement. Hardware matters too. Opt for matte black, brass, or brushed nickel rods with elegant finials. It's the details that whisper sophistication. Designers also pay attention to sound. Rugs, curtains, and soft furnishings help dampen echo, making a room feel quieter and more serene. For added ambience, some include subtle sound systems that stream calming background music or nature sounds. These sensory elements help shape the emotional tone of your space. A cozy room isn't just about visual warmth, it's about creating an environment that feels like a soft exhale. Lastly, don't forget to personalize your space with meaningful layers. A stack of well-loved books, a coffee table tray with mementos, a framed quote that lifts your spirit. Designers know that the most captivating rooms aren't copied from Pinterest, they're deeply personal. They reflect your soul, your travels, your experiences. A cozy and chic living room feels lived in, but beautifully so. So if you're looking to revamp your living space, don't chase fleeting trends or overstyle with what everyone else is doing. Tap into these timeless techniques used by US interior designers to transform your home into a sanctuary of comfort and style. You don't need to spend thousands, you just need intention, layering, and a touch of soul. Stay tuned, because the next part of this series dives even deeper into room-by-room transformations with expert tips you won't want to miss.